kickers.
Umpire puts the ball, not a good throw up, and Herman's basically nearly roved the pack there. It's Luke, it is, picks it up, goes towards half forward for Winchelsea, very quickly into attack. Venables through the footy out, kick off the ground. It's in the, McFarlane almost held without the footy. Great tackle he put on Mensch. Oh, picked it up. He looked for a free kick, tap around the head. He's still looking at the umpire, but it's picked up at the end of the day by Kiss.
Good umpire, because he never got one.
No, as the ball now centre wing through Forbes, goes towards half forward, kicks it straight to his opponent.
It took him a long time to turn around then, Big Hermans.
Did. Hermans now. That's a huge kick towards the western end, but Montgomery takes the mark at centre half back for Thomson. Take a bit of getting around him. Just tips it forward, finds Luke Forbes, marks and plays on quickly towards the forward 50, but in defence, good work there from Bayliss again for Winchelsea. Changes direction, finds McClure, half-back flank, handball to players who are running, and he's got them playing a pretty good style here, Menchie, as the ball comes to centre wing. Mark taken Hermans, the player running past was Sawney, chips it inboard, that's not a good handball, and two Winchelsea players basically waited for each other, and the ball is turned over. Comes to White, he's tackled without the footy, stacks on the middle, might be almost pushing.
We didn't signal that.
What's he doing?
He did not signal.
I thought he got pushed in.
I've got no doubt the free kick was there, but you've got to signal early and let everybody know what's going on.
Exactly right. So the mark taken on half-back, so it's kick to kick at the present moment. Ball now towards half forward for Thomson. Hermans picks up the footy, gets a handball clear, player ball.
Umpire brings the ball back in. Not the greatest, but Hermans will probably get that to ground, comes to Leak. He'll get a quick kick away. Turned over as he kicked it, goes back there, Jacker, two Thomson players fly, no talk at all, happened back there. Wadley was underneath all of that, couldn't get out of it. Ball goes to ground, umpire somehow. Up they go again. Forbes will get most of the contest, brings it to ground to Montgomery, comes off hands from White though and gets a little quick kick away. Really can't picking up. It's scrubby football by the Thomson boys. Though Donahue was in there. Comes off hands to Douglas. A little give off there to Shrimpton over the top. Back it comes to O'Donoghue who drives the ball on. Strong mark, Jackson McLeod. Strong mark by McLeod, getting back into the game and out-pointing Mackenzie this time.
It's a big stretch, wasn't it?
It was indeed. Real good stretch of the arms, and he probably burn him off a little bit for pace as well. Will probably kick from 50, just a slight angle. The Jackson McLeod of a few years ago would be a no-doubter, but we'll see how this one goes. So when he comes, he will kick from pretty much on the 50-metre arc. Deliberate over the ball. Kicks it. It's a good-looking kick. It's swinging around.
Beautiful kick.
And that will be the first for...
Where McLeod, where he was a half forward previously, so it might be a better proposition. Tap down from Hermans, picked up by Forbes. He's run 40 metres and gets the ball towards half forward, but Mackenzie picks it up. Handball toward the boundary. Back, luck is a fortune, came to Jackson McLeod. 2 in 30 seconds.
5.5 minutes gone, up they go. Hermans gets all of that straight in the Leak's hands, but he's instantly tackled. Forbes, Hayden does the work there and picks up and gets the ball away to Kados. Kados gets a dribbly kick to the outer side of the ground. Trying to shake off there out there as the Thomson player. Comes off hands to Voss. Voss, who's more over the ground to me.
Yeah.
Back in it comes. No one really gets the advantage of that tap-in from the throw-in. Ball goes to hand, goes to ground now, I should say. Comes off hands. White in there all day for Hermans and Hayden Forbes. And Forbes will get that one down. Comes off hands. It was White, I think, underneath that one. But comes out to the Winchelsea player. Throws a barrel onto the boot. Kicks it forward. Going back there was Jacker, I think, but couldn't bring the ball to ground. Then he does some good little work. Out there was Shrimpton. Some solid body work. Kicks Montgomery. So Montgomery, half forward flank, outer side of the ground.
Gone all right since he came on.
Chip kick, not a good kick there that time, though, and good work on the half of Dunkley for Winchelsea, who uses the boundary line as his best friend.
He uses his bulk, doesn't he?
Yeah, I've got to admit, he ran past me here and I thought, God, where'd they get this bloke from? Well, I'll tell you what, he's proven me wrong because he's playing very good footy.
So back it again, Hermans gets all of that. Push on play, said the umpire. It was muscled out of it, Hermans, and he will get the resulting free kick. Half-back flank, outer side of the ground for Winchelsea. Just over 7 minutes gone in this second quarter. Long driving kick to the half-forward line. Packer player for him. Oh, great mark over the top there was McFarlane, is that? but he kicks it now, kicks it long, looking for Mensch again in a one-on-one contest. Good work by Kister to dispose. Venables underneath, kicks it off hands. Is he going to get around? No, it's not. Minor score.
Now, brought back for, gee, that's off the side of the boot, but it's well judged.
That's exactly where he wanted it to go, Eric.
Kicked it out into the space for Voss. He ran to the space and took the mark. Douglas tries to take a mark in front of us. Ball forward,
Douglas. Falls
falls into his arms. Now off the left foot finds Hood. Gee, they got players everywhere. Thomson, if they can keep it moving. Jackson McKell, oh, that's a terrible kick to McLeod because he was leading one way and Hood just blazed away. The ball is over the boundary.
Duties there from the secretary. Umpire to bring the ball back in. Little push out there. It's probably more of a push than the last time when Herman's got a free kick. Comes off hands to Hood. Hood turns it round the corner. McLeod comes over the top.
Chop the arms
and infringed him. And Sesson will get the ball. Last line of defence for the Winchelsea side. Relieve the pressure. Goes to the outer side of the ground. Looking for McKenzie who finds it. Runs away instantly. Kicks the ball long. Up to the outer side of wing. Finds Murphy. Great kick. Great mark. He'll have a bounce, Murphy. Has one bounce and a second. No, he won't. He'll kick long. He's going to look for Mensch. One out. It's going to be hard work again for Kiss. Can't get it. Atkinson with the ball. He gets the ball away the boundary.
Take me chances.
And can I get the camera on me before I do it?
And the chances didn't work out.
So deep in the pocket here. I reckon this might be a check siding the kick for the Winchelsea side. I tell you what.
I think he's nagged it.
4-7 and Corio 2-1. Werribee Central's 3-2.
What do you always leave them to last for?
Oh, that's just where they are on the list.
Ball came up. Herman's got the tap down. It came forward, and Tournier was able to give the ball up. Drives forward now for the Winchelsea side over the top. Good work that time by Atkinson. Didn't use the boundary line. Dunkley for Winchelsea. Comes in, screws the ball around, bringing it back to the middle. Murphy looking for Mensch. Comes forward. Comes off hands. Oh, good work there by Murphy.
Two in a minute.
They've got 2 in a minute. That one was to Robert Murphy.
11.5 minutes in the quarter. Up in the middle, probably Forbes the best, down to Hood. Hood for Thomson, towards half forward. Voss, he got in good position, almost take the mark. White, off the ground, can't pick it up. Now gets a handball to Montgomery. Hit with his strength, he gets a handball out wide to Voss, who's made position. Voss now, the skimming kick towards McLeod. Not a good kick. McLeod made it much better. He chips it back into the corridor. That was good work. Norrington, handball wide to Hayden Forbes from 50. Forbes goes goalwards, and they can both kick goals. Comfortable there where he is, out in the open at half back.
Unfortunately, he's gone out to centre half forward again, Eric. By the looks of that now.
So ball, Hermans gets a tap down for Winchelsea in the middle, picked up by Hood. He's got a few takeaways in this quarter. Handball went to Thomson, goes towards half forward. Big pack of players, a tap forward for Thomson, but nobody at ground level. That's a bit of awkward there. Bayliss finally gets a handball out. This time it's to Season, and Season now toward the centre wing. McLeod gets back there almost, he and McKenzie kick off the ground. Might have been saved by plays 3-3. Winchelsea in the bang at the moment. Has the ball tapped down to Douglas. He's immediately tackled. Stacks on the middle. Umpire put the ball in the air again. Hermans. And looks like Voss doing a bit of ruck work in there, but it's picked up by McKenzie for Winchelsea. Kicks it towards Murphy. He's beaten hands down by Luke Forbes. Umpire paid an advantage free kick, actually, and his kick finds McLeod. Long way from goal. Goes goalwards. Big kick. Hayden Forbes can't bring the ball to ground and does spoon the ball out, and that's good work, but the handball from Normington wasn't as good. Would you believe Luke Forbes was up there, nearly got that, but marked on centre wing by Venables for Winchelsea. Chips the ball forward. That's a good chip, looking for Higgins. A little bit short. He makes it good, Higgins. Handball back into play, and that's good work. Picked up by Davis. He kicks long towards full forward. Mensch. Oh, he's got-handed it. And 50, I think. No, he's not going to pay the 50, but should have. May well have been a fair sort of a push out, wasn't it, with the other hand before the mark?
Oh, when it get classy takes like that. Who cares about that?
No, I think that was okay. I think it was okay.
So David Mensch has 2 in the first quarter and has the ball 35 metres out, and if any doubts about the leg, this might test it. He puts it
out
down, and goal umpire said, that's pretty good to me. The Winchelsea.
Billy Harrison throws the ball up. Up she goes. Voss has gone into the middle and did the ruck work and got all of that. Comes off hands. Higgins dragged to the ground after he got rid of it. Yes, free kick, and up he will come with the ball. Does actually Dunkley. Dunkley comes up with the ball. Got his head taped, must have got a knock there earlier in the game. Goes forward.
Free
Big
kick.
fly over the top by Donald. Had nothing of the ball and nothing of no one. Luke Forbes will come up with the free kick. Luke Forbes just back with a centre half back. Sells a little bit of candy and goes round. Comes out wide in front of the commentary position looking for Walker. He gets the ball. Little bit of kid off the tide to Jackson McLeod, centre wing. Driving kick forward. Oh, what a great pass by Jackson McLeod. And Hayden Forbes will mark the ball, or has marked the ball.
If he hadn't marked that, would have knocked him out.
Indeed.
That was a magnificent pass.
Great pass.
I was just wondering where Brad McKenzie was when McLeod got that ball, but he actually picked up Kane Montgomery running into the goal square on his own, so he's had to leave McLeod and go to the more dangerous position.
Hayden Forbes, 45-degree angle from 50 metres. Be a good kick from here. Starts the ball out, bringing it back. It's fading. It hasn't made the difference. Oh,
It's a mark.
Jackson McLeod. Jackson McLeod has marked it right on the point post. I thought it was going to carry through. Looked like it was going to the senior citizen centre the way it was travelling. Jackson McLeod has marked right on the boundary. The acutest of angles.
So don't worry about that. He's a right footer. Step around, bang.
Got a few winch blokes right on the border.
Yeah, they're all surrounding him. So McLeod comes in, as I say, right on the boundary line. But a right footer takes the step around, snaps it.
There's no way he was going to miss that, Jackson.
So back in the middle. Ball comes down. Voss doing some ruck work for Thomson. Picked up by White. Off a step towards half forward. Oh, almost great Mark Normington for Thomson. Comes to Walker. Handball to Jackson.
Too high. Too high up. No,
Yeah.
it's not down the field. Oh, he's made a blue here, ump.
Well,
I think he's made a blue here with my interpretation of it.
well, he probably, at the end of the tackle, it was after he kicked the footy. It's a debatable one.
No, he committed himself to the tackle. He tackled him high. It should have been Jackson McLeod's kick back here.
So in the interim, it is Forbes, Hayden, who has got the free kick.
Back in the middle. Voss has done well since he's gone in and probably gets that one down as well. Comes off hands there. It was O'Donoghue who got the ball forward. McKenzie underneath, but comes off hands to Douglas. Douglas, little chip kick to him.
Here they come, this violent
Hayden
crumpers.
Forbes, that would be. He will mark the ball, 40 metres out, probably 30-degree angle.
He's given a bit of bite up forward, hasn't he?
His height's challenged, and Voss has done
Exactly.
very well in the middle.
Yeah.
Him and Jackson McLeod up forward are all of a sudden causing some huge trouble.
Not mucking about Forbes, he's gone back, puts it in. Oh, shocking kick out on the full.
Well, I hope that was his own card.
Bring that back into play, and he will go out the outer side of the ground here at the Godfrey Street Reserve looking for Leake. Couldn't quite get the ball to ground, but he muscles the ball, be thrown back in. Voss and Hermans has gone back now into the ruck, and Hermans gets all of that, brings it to the ground to advantage. Leake kicks it off the ground along the boundary line. Murphy and Luke Forbes leading in the race for the ball, and it's right in the centre of the ground and will be brought back into play by the young boundary umpire.
Dude, they're those little things that I reckon Leake does. He's just given him 15, 20 metres there for nothing.
Exactly right.
You know?
Away we go again. Hermans tap down, tries to get that one to Leake, but it comes to the Winchelsea player there in by Thomson.
On the full, was it?
He was on the full. Lead in comes to Voss. Voss made good ground. Presented himself very, very well. Comes off hands. Walker with the ball for the Thomson side. Sees a lead by White, and White takes the ball. Tries to wrestle it away. Does play on. Gives it back to Walker. He runs into a lot of trouble. That is holding the ball. White probably tried to do too much. Should have gone back and quick kicked that down to that attacking Forbes and McLeod forward line. Season with the ball, comes up with it. Luke Forbes gets in the way at centre half back. Ball comes off hands. Murphy for Winchelsea bumped off the ball. Douglas in there for Thomson. Can't get the ball up, and the umpire will say, give it to me, and we shall have a ball up.
Sake, but to put themselves in good position. Good
So
footy.
from the ball up, Shrimpton gets a tap down for Thomson. Doesn't come clear until picked up there by Douglas towards half back. Oh, dropped by Susan. Ball bounced off his chest, but Bayliss almost helped him out. He gets dispossessed. Now we've got Stacks on the mill again. Well, the ball is where?
Under the umpire better ball it up here.
There's players on the centre square. Oh, good tap forward by Hermans. In the way there was Luke Forbes. He punches it back to Hermans. Hermans out wide. Gee, that's not a handball. It's a terrific tackle. Umpire deemed no prior opportunity. That's a pretty good decision.
Very good decision.
Thompson, reckon the...
He's going back for his kick, the young fella.
he thought it was a pretty good reason to get a
Weeks
free
ago, a
kick.
bloke got reported for doing that.
Hermans got the tap down, but it comes back towards the middle for Thomson. Nice pick up on the run by Kados as Douglas on the left foot towards half forward.
Give him a little touch in the back.
So
It was there.
advantage not paid. So Hayden Forbes receives the ball back from brother Luke. And man on the mark is right on 50. That's a bit better kick, but Susan
not much. Not bloody much, I tell you.
Well, it didn't go off the inside step of the foot. So Susan now changes direction, goes to the pocket to Mackenzie. They're mucking about with it, Winch a little bit as Mackenzie now goes towards the centre of the ground. McClure couldn't take the mark. Great bump on that of Kate Walker. He's been good in the last few minutes. Goes to, terrific work there by Leake it was. Stopped the handball, just read it well. Now we've got stacks on. No, the ball has come out, but it's
just on the ground. That's when it comes into the game.
So Voss beat Hermans on that occasion, and the ball comes to ground. There's a free kick. Is it Murphy? No, it's gone back to Murphy. So Murphy for Winch towards half forward. That's well read there by that's Higgins again, is it? Yep, won the contest, but numbers are with Thomson at the moment as the ball now comes out to White. Handball over the top. That was to Thomson. And the kick finally from Douglas towards half forward, but in the way, standing there.
Good block.
Good work, good teamwork there as looking for Mackenzie. He's behind, and you don't beat Jacker too often in those one-on-one contests. The ball comes out 4 times. There's a great let's drop the ball. Advantage paid. Sawney now takes off with the footy towards full forward. Menches a target. He pulled out of it. Now at ground level. Can Partridge can't take the footy. It's pretty hard and tough in there. Leake gets the footy, gets a handball out. Now Blake's sitting on top of him. That Douglas does get the ball out, and Thomson clear towards centre wing. Oh, that's a great defensive mark. So they tell me he had to have a fitness test before he played, Wadley, and looks okay to me, Grubby.
He was the one that did the block before. He's playing good footy.
So Wadley now towards half forward. Mensch in the middle of 4 Thomson players. Sawney at ground level. He's pushed the ground. Ball forced toward the boundary. Thomson pretty happy to see it go over that boundary. And the runner's not moving too well there.
No wonder he's tired.
So Johnny Mitchell, the runner for Thomson, is the boundary umpire now. Between half forward and forward pocket for the Winch side. Mensch decides he'll do the ruck with a beautiful tap down to nobody in particular, as now stacks on the middle again.
Get a kick, Mitchell!
So it's formed here on the forward line for Winchelsea. Up goes the umpire with the ball. Minch. No one really gets advantage of that throw up. Goes back to ground as again this big pack of players forms. No one's going to get out. Sawney thrown out of the pack. The ball here as it goes up again by umpire Harrison. Minch, big handball over the top, comes off hands, but it's Atkinson with the ball. He'll get it away, comes to Jacker, drives the ball up long, but Hermans is back there, couldn't take the mark, one that he probably should have. Luke Forbes has the ball, gives it out wide. Normington with the ball off, misses it altogether. Taken off ball, umpire says no. Comes out there to Holmes for Winchelsea. Drives the ball back looking for Murphy. Over the top comes Douglas for Thomson. Comes off hands. Running away there with the ball there is Thomson for Thomson. Goes to McLeod. Comes back inside to Thomson. He will drive the ball long. Makes it much easier when you name the same as your team. Goes forward and Forbes takes a strong mark. Probably 30 metres out from goal. Can he move the ball quickly? He's going to move it to kick it quickly. Luke Forbes is there. It's coming back around. Luke Forbes underneath it. Minor score.
Jackson should get a clearance to the Diamond Valley League and play for McLeod then. Is that what you're saying?
5-4, 34 Thomson, 7-5, 47. Winchelsea as the ball comes back in and Leak from centre half back real quickly, brought back in by the Winchelsea side. Off hands. Oh, good work in under there by Smith. Can he get the ball away? But taken to ground. Umpire says play on. Comes off hands. That was Montgomery, and then gets the ball forward, I think, by Hood. Over the top comes Normington. Couldn't get the ball to ground. McLeod in there. Cleaned up by Wadley. Doing some really good work in this last few minutes. Hermans with the ball for Winchelsea. Handball at his teammate's feet. Gave him no opportunity whatsoever. Comes out wide. Off hands again. Walker in there doing some great work. McLeod, can he get to the ball? Luke Forbes, he's gone up forward and was good. He was started off the ball and threw his hands up in the air. And the Whitley medalist and 100-goal kicker from last year will line up for his first goal, probably about 30 metres from goal, probably a bit more than a 45-degree angle. But you would back him
Normally
in.
bread and butter, wouldn't it be?
Yeah, would back him in.
Yeah, he might not have as much practice this year, playing up on the ball a lot.
And he comes.
Look at
Left
that.
foot brings it round.
Look at that.
That's called muscle memory, that one.
That never ever looked like missing.
That is a goal. 6.
It's very close to half time. Hermans gets a tap down in the middle on this occasion. Montgomery is besieged by 3.
You look like you've thinned off a bit.
So Hermans tap down. Well, that was debatable. Almost tackled before he got the ball, the Winch boy there. But ball comes out to Voss for Thomson. Over to White. White now goes forward with the left foot in front. Was Forbes. Comes down.
Here they go.
Looks like, is it Hood heading goalwards?
He's dogged it.
No, it was...
Running round them. Ball goes up. Hermans gets that one to ground. Comes off hands, or probably player taken by the neck there, I would have thought. Indeed he was. It was Voss. Oh, God.
Barrel. Have a shot to the centre.
Yeah, the barrel
It's not a big round here at Thomson, you know. It's not a big
He
round.
says I won't bother with that. I'm not going to fool myself or anybody else. So, half-time here at Godfrey Street. It's Thomson.